Hi everybody, today I'm going to make my pinto beans. My refried beans. I'm using the pinto beans that I made. Okay, so I have my pan heating up, and what I'm going to use in it is I'm going to put some lard, right here, lard, on the bottom of the pan, and we're going to fry our beans in a little bit of lard. I'm trying to see if this is going to be enough. I don't have a lot of beans left because yesterday I made nachos. I cooked 1 cup of beans, not a pound, but 1 cup. And it takes 2 bottled waters, like this, the regular size bottled waters, to cook 1 cup of beans. And this is all the liquid that was left. And I started off boiling them. I added garlic, fresh garlic, chopped up, in the beans, the pinto beans, and then after it started boiling, then I put it on low heat. And it cooked pretty quick because it was only 1 cup. And I did let them soak for about 45 minutes beforehand. So these are homemade pinto beans. So I'm gonna use the rest. I didn't use them all in my nachos. I'm gonna add just a little bit more lard to the beans. Sorry, my phone had a notification. Okay, so now I've got the lard in there, and now I'm going to add my pinto beans, and I'm just using what's left. That was the original water. There's some garlic there, you can see. I boiled them in some thick pieces of garlic. Okay, so now I need to turn my burner up. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm going to start mashing the beans in that oil, and then once it's almost all mashed, I'm going to add some cheese. Okay, so another thing that I'm going to add is some jalapeno juice. I like to add a little bit. Ooh, I know my stove looks awful. Okay, so I'm just going to add just a little bit. You can add more or less if you want. Now this jalapeno juice is the canned jalapenos and carrots and onions that you get in a can on the aisle. And I got a big can for like 98 cents. And so I put it in the mason jars. And I like to chop up the jalapenos for like pizza or nachos or whatever I'm eating that I want a little spice. So in these beans so far, we have lard and jalapeno juice. And when I cook these beans, I put salt in them already. But I did forget. I was going to add some pepper. Let me see. And right there, I'm grabbing my pepper right now. Right there, I made some struggle soup this morning. This is potato and turkey sausage soup. And I make it really creamy. And it is so delicious. I have a recipe on my channel for the struggle soup. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. I didn't, I can't really do it with one hand, so I'll probably have to add that last. Okay, so let me keep mashing the pinto beans. So the lard is going to give it a really good flavor. And then I have some mozzarella cheese here. Let me get this open. Okay, so now I'm going to add some mozzarella on my cheese. I usually use Monterey Jack, but I don't have any Monterey Jack cheese. That's my favorite for making the beans. But mozzarella works just as good. I love mozzarella. Okay, so let me move that right there. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue mashing them. And it only took 2 bottles of water, but if you think about it, that's a lot for, that you're going to have to store. If you store beans and rice for emergencies, you're going to have to store a lot of bottled water if you don't have a water source nearby to make your food. So I only use, when I cook, I always cook with bottled water, not tap water. So I have learned already how many bottled waters to use for what. And I just use the bare minimum. I don't go all crazy. And I could have added a whole nother bottle in there to keep those beans all soaked, but they still cook with 2. So why add so much extra water? So because I've done it, you know, many times, I already know how much to put in it, and it's going to be enough. So that's all I do. I don't add any extra water. Just enough to get it done. Okay. Look how good these beans are turning out. Oh, that's a lot of cheese. I put a lot of cheese in there. Okay. So these are going to be extra cheesy refried beans. Okay. Look how good that looks. And then with the jalapeno juice and lard, oh my gosh. These are going to taste so amazing. So what I want to do with this is make burritos. So I made my struggle soup right here. I already had a bowl of this. I had a bowl for breakfast. And so this soup is good because you can have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever. And I had that with a big piece of French bread. And that was good. That filled me up. The potatoes and the bread. So, and then it's good in the morning because it gives you a lot of energy. Okay, so look at that. My beans are almost done. I just want to mash them up a little bit more so you don't see too much bean. And some people like it. You can still see a lot of those beans in it. So that's up to you. I just like to add a little. I mean, smash it a little more. Okay. So that is it. You can see how easy this was to make. I don't have a spoon here to taste this. I've got my knife. Okay, so I'm going to turn off that burner because it is hot. Okay, so look how good that turned out. I have my knife, so I can taste test it with this knife. I'll just taste it on the back side. Look at all that cheese. Okay, so look how good these turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some burritos with this. And I'm also going to make some Spanish rice. Oh my gosh. These taste so good. And all that cheese. I really didn't have to put that much cheese. But these are so cheesy beans that this is going to make an amazing burrito. I probably don't even need to make rice. So this is 1 cup of beans, not 1 pound, 1 cup. And look how much beans it made. So this is probably going to make at least 4 meals for myself, maybe 5. Because if you think about it, just like cut this in half and cut this in half. That is more than enough for 4 meals for myself. So this is going into burritos. You can also eat this on the side with rice. And if you made enchiladas or if you made tacos, this would be amazing with it. But for me, I'm going to make burritos with it because I have some flour tortillas and I want to stretch out my meals. And I just want to show you how to make pinto beans today. It was really easy. You just use some lard, a little bit of lard, I almost said yard, some jalapeno juice, some cheese, and that is it. And mash it and you're done. So, okay, everybody, I just want to show you how I make my refried beans, and they are delicious. You're going to love them. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching.